Yeah, he's back. Yeah, right. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. What the heck is that noise? Oh, it's my computer breathing. Question. I'm noticing my computer is going down about 1% every minute.
Is it plugged in?
No, but can I do that?
You should.
That's a dumb question. Nah, that's a dumb question. Nah, that's a dumb question. Well, you dumbass. You said you don't need to write it down, but it looks like you're writing it down. When you're winning, you're happy and you're fun and you're normal. When you lose, you're a kind of a bitch.
That went south.
We can cut that part out.
Yeah. That was more drywall talk than anyone's gonna be able to handle.
But we were smoking each other. Well, that sounded bad. Lemon took off his shirt.
Nice. Welcome back, everyone, to Daddy Like Talking Golden Tea. It's been a hiatus for a little bit. I didn't even realize how long it had been, but I think the last recording with Mark Gomez was last March. It's like, man, time flies. But I think the wait will be well worth it for this guest. I know there's going to be a lot of people tuning in. Please welcome Andy Fox. Andy, buddy, thanks for coming on, man.
I really appreciate you having me.
It's going to be a
pretty
blast.
cool.
We're gonna, yeah.
I've never been on a podcast before, other than just the bunker one, which is just a bunch of idiots talking.
Yeah, I have some questions about that myself too. Well, you fit the bill when I first had the idea of doing this for the perfect candidate, so to speak, of someone that people know but like know of because they've been playing Golden Tee for so long, but maybe don't know much about them because you don't walk into a room and you're not like Jade, like, hey everyone, da da da,
Yeah.
But everyone that knows you is like, dude, that guy's the fucking coolest. So maybe this will entice. I don't know. This might open a can of worms. How people are going to be walking up like
I kind of like to stay under the radar a little bit.
Well, this is going to bust you wide open.
Yeah.
Well, if the radar was going to look for you, where would they find you? Where do you reside?
I live in Farmington, Minnesota. It's a suburb, probably about 25 minutes, 30 minutes south of Minneapolis. And it's just kind of like on the outskirts of the tail end of the suburbs out here. Like you go a little bit further south and west, or it's farm, which is probably
Farmland,
why Farmington. Yeah.
That's a appropriate name, I guess. Let's see. Family, you are married, is that correct?
Yep, married for 13 years now. I have a 12-year-old daughter named Kalin.
What's her name?
Kalin. Kalin. So my mom.
Cool name.
My mom's name is Kathy, and my wife's mom's name is Melinda, and we took the Ka from Kathy and the Lin from Melinda and settled on Kalin.
That's cool. I like unique names.
I like it.
I mean, not that I'd name myself, but
Chisholm.
I like that I have a unique name.
You don't meet a lot of Chisholms out in the world.
Not very many.
By the way, when are you going to be in Vegas?
I get there Monday, the 16th.
I actually just cleared it with the wife. I am allowed and blessed to play poker at the Orleans, which is where I'm staying, which is where my daughter's cheer competition is. So,
is that what you're going out for?
Yeah, my kid's got a cheer comp, so there's going to be about 1,000 girls staying there.
Oh, right on. When you say allowed to play poker, like, what do you mean allowed? Like, why wouldn't you be allowed? Because you're there with family?
Yeah, because I'm there with family. I don't want to be
Yeah.
But I was like, what are my responsibilities this coming weekend? And she's like, show up when Kalin is performing.
Don't miss your daughter's
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So I was like, so I can play poker. I'm going to be playing a lot of poker, I think.
Nice. Hell yeah. I'm gonna talk. It's on my list of things to talk about.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, we covered family members, and so your daughter. Oh yeah, I think I saw it on Facebook. Like you post stuff about her cheerleading and stuff, and obviously she's competitive at it. If you're going to Vegas to
Yeah.
watch her,
Yeah.
holy, that's awesome. Is
So
that through school, or is that like is it like sort of like a sport, like where you have clubs and stuff?
no, so she's homeschooled, and one of the things that was kind of concerning to us about the kind of whole homeschool thing was, you know, being socially awkward, not getting to interact with enough kids. So we wanted to get her into something. And when she was, I want to say 7 or 8, we put her in a local cheer gym, like, and it was just like, you know, meet some girls around the neighborhood. And she turned out to be like decent. She really liked it, which was kind of the important thing to us. She liked her team. Loved going to practice, loved going to competitions. And the gym that we originally put her in was not very well run. I mean, it was fine. It just wasn't their top. They were a gymnastics gym that just also did cheer. So they just were, you know, not very good. They kind of got last place all the time. Well, they ended up shutting down the cheer portion of the program. So we were forced to find another, because she didn't want to quit. She loved it. She'd been there for 2 years, and she's like, well, I got to find somewhere else to go. Well, there was this other gym that would just like constantly kick our ass. Well, they're called Northern Elite. So we're like, well, we'll try out for Northern Elite. But I mean, they're so good that I don't even know if we'll make a team. I mean, I kind of assumed that you could just make a lower team. But she made a team. She liked it.
Awesome.
We're on our third year there.
If you had to guess, or maybe she's told you, or maybe you could just kind of guess, but what percentage do you think that she loves the cheering aspect versus the hanging out and meeting friends and stuff, or 50-50?
She is very friend driven. But I think when it comes down, and she loves the friends that she's made, when it comes down to it,
Sure.
I think she loves the cheer, because the first year she was at this new gym, she was a base.
I don't
And
know
she
what
was
that means.
just, so, you know, in the cheer, they put the girls up in the air. They have like a group holding them up in
Like
the air.
a pyramid type thing.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Like someone who's holding other people up?
A base is one of the girls at the bottom. A flyer is one of the girls that's up in the air.
A flyer?
Yeah. The first
That's
year
awesome.
she was at Northern, she was a base, and she's like, I don't love it. So she said, what do I need to do to be a flyer? And they said, well, you got to get more flexible. So this kid stretched 6 days a week for like an entire year and got incredibly flexible. And the next year were tryouts, and she tried out, and they didn't even give her a chance. Like they just put her as a base again, because that's what she was last year.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
And she walked out of tryouts just devastated. So my wife, who picked her up, said, go back in there and say, can I just have a chance to show you what I can do as a flyer? And they're
like a movie.
Sorry, we've already kind of decided what we're going to do with you.
It's like Flashdance for cheering.
So, yeah, right. So we left just pissed, and they ended up emailing my wife saying, you know what, I talked to some other people, and they said, come back tomorrow for a tryout. And they put her in the air. So she's been a flyer for 2 years now, and it's like, she absolutely loves it. And as a dad, like, dude, you work hard for something, you stretch 6 days a week for a year, and you get what you've been working toward, it's just like a great
Yeah,
story, in
yeah.
my opinion.
Hell
And
yes. Yeah,
I'm proud
that's
of
a
her.
great lesson. Yeah, life lesson for her. How did y'all decide to homeschool? I've always been fascinated about homeschooling because I don't know anything about it
Um,
really.
well, the Farmington school district isn't the best.
Hmm.
But I don't know that really made a huge decision on our part. Um, it was kind of more like the school shootings, some of the ways that, I don't want to tell anybody how to raise their kids, but there's some shit kids out there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like some of the
yeah.
stuff I was doing as a ninth grader, these kids are doing as like third graders.
Of course. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we kind of just wanted to not deal with that.
Yeah. Fair enough. And so, how long does it get? Like, is she eventually going to go to high school, or is it? How long does homeschooling last?
Well, that's kind of like where the rubber's going to meet the road, because she's already gotten to the point in school where my wife and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, we don't know how to do algebra and stuff like that. Luckily, my wife does it all, and I don't have to do much of anything. But uh, I what that's another reason why this cheer thing's been really good, because she's got friends that she's content with. I think if she didn't have that, she'd be like, I want to go to school because I just want to meet more people.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
So
how does a day work? Like when she wakes up, it's like, okay, you got class, like sit here next to me this whole time?
that's how it was in the earlier years, like, first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade. And the last couple of years, she's gotten like an online program that she's got math and spelling and language arts, and
Sure.
sometimes it's like history or stuff like that. But she's got to get her stuff done, and
Yeah.
it's all graded, and she's got to test properly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
I
worry
was
about it a
just
little bit,
thinking
but
to yeah, I was just thinking to when she hits that rebellious stage and the last thing you're going to want is to listen to your mom teach you
I
stuff.
know. Yeah. Oh my God. My wife and
That
kid,
is a reality show in the making.
dude, you should see some of these fights that they got in over math. Holy shit, Chisholm. I mean, they're just fucking screaming at each other. I'm like, I'm going to play Golden Tee, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
out of here. I don't want to deal with it. But it since they've gotten this online math program now, it's like way, way better. Like, cause I was like, well, and my wife was too, really. Is this homeschool, is it the best option? Because it's like killing our relationship. You, as a parent, yeah, you want to have your kid properly educated in the way that you want, but at the end of the day, the school session in a kid's life is very short compared to the relationship that you're going to have with your mom over the course of your life. And if you hate your mom, you can't have that. But
Yeah.
luckily, we found some stuff that works out, and it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. 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 All right. Let's see. And what do you do? What funds? What do you do for work that funds this family of yours?
So I used to play Golden Tee for a living, like when Kalin was real little, and then it's probably about the time she was 1 or 2. One of my longtime friends, had a uh online wagering, like sports wagering business. And he's like, if you get some people that'll bet with us, I'll give you a little cut, and you know, make a couple $100 a month. I was like, I could use a couple $100 a month, and I know some guys that bet. So I reached out, and like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And so they started betting with these people that I knew. And, you know, originally it didn't go well. Like the first like one of the guys won like $10,000 or something ridiculous in the first like 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, well, I didn't make any money until that's all recouped. You know,
You're
it's
so
called
you're in the
makeup.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the black.
Yeah.
So my wife, I still give her shit to this day because she's like, this is stupid. Like, why are you wasting your time with this? We're not going to make any money. We're never going
You're
to be
like,
out of
no, we
makeup.
are.
I was like, just let's give it a bit. And sure enough, they lost. And this guy gave us 2 customers, and this other guy gave us 3 customers, and those customers gave us a few more customers. And pretty soon, I had like 100 customers.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah,
Nice. The math will add up the more customers you get.
yeah. And the
Um,
best thing about having that many is it's very hard for them cumulatively to win. Like you might have
yeah, no, it can't happen.
five guys win, but
Yeah.
you might even have 20 guys win. But that's
Yeah.
the other 80 is going to
It's-
drown them out more often than not.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's interesting in this day and age, like stuff like that back in the day, especially decades ago was so taboo and seedy. And now, like, now that it's legal everywhere, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, you can watch Sports Center and they're advertising for FanDuel on it. I mean,
You can't get away from it.
it's absolutely nuts. Yeah. And then there are people that that might, who knows, that might be sitting in a jail somewhere for doing something when stuff is legal, like just like marijuana. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's so many that didn't deal any other drug except for pot. And now it's legal and they're sitting in jail still
That
because
pissed me off.
yeah.
That would really bother me.
But on the plus side, like I don't know, the plus side, just the different side of, like, for me, but like I don't enjoy betting online just because it's just an account that goes up and down. It's just not exciting. I'd rather, if I won $50 or lost $50, I'd rather hand it over. Like, here's my $50 in cash, or get that money and be like, oh yeah, that's a great feeling. So
see, I'm the same way, and I think that's the boomerville in us. Like I don't like to do the online transactions as much as the, meet with a guy, chat, how's the wife, how's the kids, small talk.
Sure. Now, does yours is it a combination of both? Like you can either choose to pay out or have an account that goes up and down, or is it always?
No, it's all tracked online, but when it's time to settle up, a lot of people will just like send a Venmo and a text being like, here you go, or I'll send a Venmo and a text, here you go.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I do have a handful of customers that, I meet with every so often, and it's nice to chat with them and, maintain a personal relationship with them as I crush them out of all their money.
Hey, everyone, please hit that like and subscribe button, and then set up for notifications so that when the next episode comes out, you'll get awakened, because you never know when that's going to be, right around the corner or another year. No, I'm just kidding. It won't be another year. How come you have a Bills thing on your chair? Aren't you a Vikings fan?
I am a Vikings fan, but I'm also a Bills fan.
Ah,
Since
how did that come to be?
Back when I was a little kid, man, the Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Bruce Smith, all those guys. I love that team, man. And ever since,
So there were no ties to it. Like, you're not originally from Buffalo or anything. Yeah.
No. Nope. I'm just always a Bills fan.
When this comes out, it'll be after the Super Bowl, but it's my background is just coincidentally becoming more interesting with
Drake
that. May? Yeah, and you can't see it there, but it's signed to me. My best friend growing up, his daughter went to or I guess still goes to Carolina, and she was dating for a while one of the wide receivers. My buddy had his daughter ask him to get that jersey for me.
Sweet.
But I got this, like, I think I got that just before he joined the league. like
Yeah,
the
that's
summer
awesome.
before or something like that. Yeah. So uh, it's going up in value. Although I'm kind of a select market. I got to find someone who's not only a May fan but also a Tar Heel fan, and also is named Chisholm or a fan of people named Chisholm. So yeah,
The pie gets narrowed with every criteria
yeah,
there.
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, where do you normally play Golden Tee?
Chisholm. I got the bunker. The bunker
I
is
know this is for the fans. This is for the
yeah.
fans who don't know.
So the bunker is in Burnsville. It's in an office building, and I used to play in a bar, which was my wife's bar. She owned the bar, which is how I met
No
her.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I went and played Golden Tee at my wife's bar. She was the owner, and played Golden Tee there.
And she was like, look at that guy playing those arcade games. That is
She's
so
like,
hot.
I've never seen a C3 like that. And yeah, I think she was sweet on me.
Yeah.
So the problem with that was that she owned the bar with her husband, which, but it sounds worse than it is. They were separated.
Okay.
And
all right. Yes.
they owned the bar together. Well, he didn't want me, once he found out that we were dating, even though they were separated, he's like, I don't want him in here.
No.
Which I don't blame him.
Understandable. No. Yeah.
So she ended up selling her portion of the bar to him, and I didn't want to play there, of course, anymore. So I talked to Dean Vending, whose machines were in that bar, and I said, "Can we get like some sort of office space or something where me and Al and Will and Mike, Tony Johnson." This is before CJ. We had quite a few guys that played a decent amount of games, and he's like, "Yeah." So I found a space and put the machines in there, and we decorated it. It's like a sweet little man cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got.
And so who rents the space? The players or Dean Vending?
My name is on the lease, but Dean Vending pays the rent and the internet. So it's
right
basically like they, I guess they would be like the bar. So they get whatever cut they get, and they give us great pricing.
That's awesome.
Sean and Scott Dean are the best in the business, in my opinion. They're so good to us. Any issues we have, they take care of it right away. Great vending company.
That's perfect. It's perfect. It's crucial for people that are getting in the game. There's nothing worse than a bad vendor. Ugh.
No, I mean, like, even
makes
like
my skin crawl.
How people can, even if it's just a hobby, even if you're not very good at it, like if you're paying $5 a game or $6 a game or whatever, it's just like way too expensive of a hobby. Now, if you're trying to make money, it's just like completely impossible unless you got good pricing.
Yeah, for sure. So when you first got into it, were there better, like, top players that you learned from, or were you kind of self-taught?
Well, that's kind of an odd story in itself. I used to play poker for a living back when I was in my 20s.
Oh, no shit.
And there's a poker room called Canterbury Park it's like 30 minutes from me. They had a Golden Tee machine there. So when I was on tilt from playing poker, I was like, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go play a game of Golden Tee. Well, I was getting pretty good at it because I was always on tilt and always taking a break to play this game. And an old school guy who I'm sure you've had plenty of experience with, Rick Scoville.
Yeah.
Also played a decent amount of poker, and he would see me always playing that game. He's like, "Man, you're not bad. You should go to Benchwarmer Bob's, which is a bar in Burnsville. And go on Thursday nights. There's a bunch of guys there. It was like Eric Strobridge, Tony Johnson, Chris Thorbrogger, Ramsey Thomas. Man, I miss Ramsey. I love that guy.
Yeah.
And they'd all play there on Thursday night. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll go. I want to get better. He's like, the amount of stuff that you'll learn from these guys it's going to be unbelievable. And he was right. Like some of the stuff that those guys did, I was like, whoa, I had no idea you could go through that little gap in the trees. I was just going to hit it over here in the fairway.
Yeah.
And I just played with those guys as many as every chance I got, and they made me a lot better.
Yeah. It's huge. I wish when I had started playing that there were I didn't have any. There was no one better than me. Everyone was either worse or equal to me, and that wasn't very good.
It's really the best way to get better is to play with better players, I think.
Yeah. And isn't it funny when there's people that you play with that are playing with players that are clearly superior and they're not absorbing it at all and they just never increase? You're like, how does that happen? Like, are you every day and you're not picking any of this up?
I've had people that are, this is after I've actually gotten good and like really good. They'd be like, well, what would you do on this shot? And I'd be like, all right, well, I'd turn left once and I'd hit this cut shot. And they'd be like, nah, I don't like it. I'm going to do something else. Okay. Fuck you asked me for then.
Yeah.
But it happens all the time. Not so much, but that was back when, when you played in a bar and you'd have guys that were shooting 7, 8
of course,
under.
Yeah.
Now nobody asks me anything. Nobody cares what I do. Nobody wants.
That can't be true.
Nobody. Aljaz doesn't want my shot advice. Although maybe he needs it. He might need it.
I think when he was on the podcast, I think if I'm remembering correctly, he said something like, he was like, I don't know, and Andy just got so good. I don't understand. We started playing at basically the same time, and fuck. It's like, why is he better than me? I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly. I might have paraphrased or dreamed all of that. I don't know. Yeah. Where did your screen name Luxury Tax come from?
From the Monopoly game. I've always just liked Monopoly.
Oh, that's Chance just didn't have it. Yeah. But no, there's no like story behind it. Like you just like, are you like an avid Monopoly player, like competitive?
I actually never play because my wife and kid don't really like it, but I like the Monopoly slots too. So I also play as Flying Train, and that one actually does have a story.
That's right. I forgot about Flying Train.
Yeah. So
that was before or after or do you flip flop?
I flip flop.
No, you haven't used Flying Train in a while, have you? Okay, so tell me your story about Flying Train.
That one is when I was in 8th grade, my parents owned racing greyhounds. And
no shit.
Yeah. And
That's awesome. Never heard that
absolutely loved going out to the racetrack. And the best racing greyhound at that time was called Flying Train. The dog was sick. Yeah. So good. Never lost.
Is this how you got the gambling bug in you?
I always loved gambling, even like before that, like 4th grade, 5th grade. Like I would just play for pennies with like my friends from school. We just play cards for pennies, and I loved it. Never made any money of any substantialness, but it was. I
remember being a kid and being at like a summer camp or something, and we were playing. Someone was like, "Let's play blackjack," and we didn't know what blackjack was. I mean, we kind of knew. Like one kid knew the rules, and then we were passing the deal around, and we were playing for like 25 cents or something. It would change. I remember that, and then the kids were getting tired of dealing, and I didn't know anything about casinos or anything. But then I was like, "Oh, I'll just deal the whole time if y'all want to, just to make it easier, just because I like shuffling the cards and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
I realized I want all the money. I was the house, and I'm like,
that's how they do it. Yeah. I used to love, like, when I played poker for a living, I had all the gamble you could possibly want in me. I would go to Vegas, and I would just absolutely fire balls on blackjack, Pai Gow, And as I've gotten older, I got no gambling in me anymore. Like
Yeah.
I'll bet like 20 to 50 a hand, but I just don't. I'm too scared because I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
I'm probably
The
gonna
money's
lose.
real. Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
maybe that's why I've been able to maintain a bankroll for 10 years now, because
Yeah.
I don't blast off in the pit anymore.
Okay. So, well, speaking of poker, I had this later down, but we're going to dive into it now. I was going to talk about your World Series run during the World Championships.
Yeah,
That was awesome. That
uh,
was awesome.
it was really
For the
fun.
folks that don't know, uh, tell us what happened during the World Championship, during the Golden Tee World Championships that year.
It's been a bucket list item for ever since I started playing poker, semi seriously. It's like I've always wanted to play in the World Series, and it's a $10,000 entry fee, and I was like, I've just
Yeah.
never really had the finances to do that. And
Had
this
you
year,
played in other World Series events?
no, I never played in
Just
any
not the
event,
main one?
never any event in the World Series. I played in this one, and I was very excited. I was nervous and almost went bust on the first day, like 2 or 3 hours in, and I hit on the river. I was like heads up against this guy, and I'd flopped a set of fours, and it was like Jack 8-4, and it was just him and I. And I was
Okay.
like, and then like a 10 came on the turn, and we got it all in, and I was like, oh, I got this
He
great.
had
He
Jack
had
eight
like
four and a 10.
he had
He
like
didn't have a straight
he had a straight.
with
It was like Queen 10 or
a Jack
something.
8-4 and a 10 came. Oh, okay. He had a straight, and then you paired the board.
Yeah, I thought I
Yeah.
had him smoked when we got it all in, and I was like, he flipped over the cards. I was like, oh shit, I can't believe I'm going to be out 3 hours into this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And luckily the board paired.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, and then I just kind of I never really got into any bad spots until like the fourth day,
Yeah.
and I had plenty
It's,
of chips, and I just kind of like
and
cruised.
how many levels into the money did you make?
So we played. That was actually one of the wilder experiences. This whole bubble thing. You go hand for hand when it's like near the bubble. That takes forever. And once that bubble pops, man, these guys get it in. Like,
Yeah.
so, I mean, I probably played for 2 hours after we made the money. And I was like, I probably got the min payout. But no, I was like 2 levels up from the so it was
And you weren't really doing anything. Like you weren't getting in big pots or anything. You're just letting the other people, but half of them were busting out, the other half were chipping up.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how fast people were getting eliminated. They're just dropping like flies after that bubble popped. But it was fun. It was whenever anyone asks me if I'll do it again, I say no, because they don't make the money till day 4, and to play 3 12-hour days plus and just like go I mean, I would be in bad shape if I played on the 4th day and didn't make the money. I would just be like, I just wasted 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And it's an experience, but I've already done that now. So
yeah. I played in 4 events, but just small ones, like 1,000 or 1,500 buy-ins. And the last one I played in, it's been a while. It was like 2008 or something. But the last one that I played in was a 1,500 limit. There were 6,000 and something people, and they were paying out 611 spots. And I came in 623rd. I missed by 12 people. Like I got knocked out. I picked up my backpack. I didn't even make it out of the convention room. They were like, "Congratulations, you made the money." I was like, "Motherfucker!"
You had to hear the announcement even. Golly.
Yeah. But it was just I was above average for most of the time until the antes kicked in, and then I went so card dead. It was like if the object of the game was to hold Jack 3 offsuit, like I'd be wearing a bracelet right now because it was it's just unbelievable. But
Yeah.
you know, that's what you got. No matter how good you play, you got to run good. Have to.
Absolutely have to. The one thing I of course wish I would have. Everyone wishes they would have done better in that. But if I could have somehow made like the final 2 days of that tournament, like when the Golden Tee crew started to arrive in Vegas for Worlds.
Oh man,
can you imagine?
Sick.
Can you imagine that experience? I'm at the final 2 tables or 3 tables or whatever, and I've got 70 people railing me, just like
people
screaming.
would have been going nuts, dude.
Man, it would have just been the biggest adrenaline. I mean,
yeah,
I can't even imagine it.
Yeah,
that feeling.
Al was talking about it, and he was I think it was on the podcast, and he was like, yeah, it was, because he goes, I don't mean any disrespect to the player that I'm about to say this to, because it's a joke, but if Andy had made it to the final table, which was actually on, I think it was on the Sunday of the Golden Tee World Championships. Yeah,
maybe that was.
Or no, I think it was the next day. He was like, he goes, dude, they would have to announce. They'd be like, the winner of the Golden Tee World Championship is Keith Bennett. he had 6 buys on the way to the championship because everyone was watching Andy Fox.
But it wasn't to be. It's a good experience, though. I got to sit next to Chris Moneymaker on one table, and a lot of European pros. Those guys are far better than me at poker. I can tell you that.
Yeah, they're terrifying as far as poker,
and they're nuts too. They're aggressive, and they're tough to beat.
What hand knocked you out?
I had the Ace Jack of Hearts, and I was a little bit short at this time, and I raised before the flop, and I got called by the big blind, and it came like 8 high with 2 hearts.
Oh.
And I shoved, and he called.
8 high with 2 hearts?
Yeah, so he had an overpair. I had the nut flush draw, and I just bricked.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Nothing to be ashamed of or anything.
Go in there.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Just didn't fall your way, but like you said, if you hadn't paired the board in the first day.
Yeah, I could have been out days ago.
Yeah.
It was fun though, man. I will always remember that experience.
Yeah, good time. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. So now you said you used to play poker for a living. What made you not play for a living? Like, or did you get tired and jaded of it?
No, bad bankroll management. I just like I would get $5,000 or $10,000 for a bankroll, which I was probably playing above my bankroll anyway back then. But I'd get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 bankroll built up from winning in poker, and I'd go to Vegas and I'd blow $7,000 in the pit.
Oh no,
it's just
that hurts my soul.
I was a massive idiot back then. I was good at limit hold'em, which is what I played in our state because we didn't have no limit. I was really good at it back in the day. Now this is before the poker boom. Now I'm not very good. I probably play the exact same as I did back then, but now I'd be, instead of a 80 to 85th percentile skill player, I would now probably be like 40.
Wow.
Because
in
like
limit?
Yeah, which
or
there's
no limit.
I'm not very good at no limit. But I was good at limit back then. Now there's a lot of people that they like read books and shit like that. I'm not reading a book about limit hold'em.
I laugh at the way you said it. Now they read books.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. They watch YouTube videos about certain hands and how to play them and win, pot. I don't know.
A friend of mine, we were sitting at this game, like an underground game here in Denver, and these 2 guys at the table, they clearly like play for a living, either in underground games or maybe and casino stuff, but you could just tell, and just the way they were talking, and not to mention they were fantastic players. After when the game ended, my buddy and I walked off, and he started laughing. He goes, when those two guys, when we sat down, they started talking, and as soon as I heard them say the word equity, I knew I was outmatched.
Yeah. Somebody says equity. Yep, you're no good.
So back to Golden Tee. When was the first tournament you went to? You remember? You must remember.
The first tournament I went to, I do remember. It was in Chicago. I'm trying to remember the name of the bar. I don't. I can picture the bar, but I can't remember the name of it. It was in Chicago, and I don't even really remember who I went with. I certainly would have gone with either like Rick Scoville or Thor or Eric or Tony Johnson, but I don't totally remember.
And it was just a small player-run tournament. Like how many people?
Yeah, there was probably, I don't know. There's probably 50-ish people. It was decent size.
What year about?
That would have probably been like 2006, probably 2006-ish. God, I don't know if
go
it
to
Frozen Open or something.
Okay.
God, I wish I remembered that.
Did you?
Greg Kinsler would know.
Did you go to the PCC2 in St. Louis at Side Pockets?
I think.
And they had the big charity event and everything, and they had
yeah.
That's where Russ he worked. It was right across the street from the Ameristar in a strip mall.
It
was
sounds
a pool
familiar.
hall. It was a big pool hall.
Is that before or
and
after?
They had a big silent auction.
I do remember something like that. Was that before or after the PCC in Chicago?
It was the second one. Oh no, that one was the third one. That PCC I think was the second year that Denver opened, like in 2010-ish.
Okay.
This one was either like 2006 or 2008. It was the PCC2 and in St. Louis. It was really big. That was the first tournament that I think that I went to. I didn't know anyone.
I think I went to that one. I can't say for certain though. I have a terrible memory on account of all the alcohol.
They were raising money for Make-A-Wish, and I remember on Sunday they paused play and they brought the people, and then they brought this sick kid in who got on the microphone and was thinking like there wasn't a dry eye in the place. So it's oh my God.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and they had a big silent auction with a whole bunch of cool items.
Yeah.
I remember there was a acoustic guitar signed by U2 was on it. And it didn't go for very much, and I don't know.
I'm surprised Will Sandstead didn't want that. Oh yeah, that's another guy that was always playing at the Benchwarmer Bob's. Will's a huge U2 guy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But so how did you do in your first tournament?
So one of the things I remember was I was playing Greg Kinsler, who was like the man at the time, and I was playing him on, I believe it was Palm Springs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was up 3 going into 18, and he parred it, and I still lost.
What the fuck?
I know.
How's that possible?
I stroke limited it, man.
You got a triple bogey? You went to overtime? You got a quad bogey?
No, I got a quad. We didn't even make it to overtime. There was no overtime.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
This is the biggest meltdown I've ever heard.
Yep. It was not good.
What did you do? Do you remember?
So that green...
I can't even picture what happened.
That green is like an up 10. It's kind of a narrow green. Like not very deep green. And if you're short, you're in the water. And if you're long, you're really fucked.
It's that big...
it
like goes straight wall down, and you can't get back up. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I think I tried to get back up once or something like that, and then I was like, okay, fuck this. I'm gonna chip it around the right, back into the fairway, and then I tried to chip or hit something on the green. And I went in the water, and it was just
no,
spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
And
that's okay.
Greg's a good dude, man. I like that guy. And he was very sympathetic. He's like, sorry, bro, but he was cool about it. He gives me crap about it still.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Yeah. I remember, well, speaking of, did you ever go to any of the Denver Opens?
I went to one. I actually really liked it. I went to the one that Damon Jink won, I believe.
Who? Damon Jink. Yes, yeah. At Jackson's, yeah.
That's the place
Jackson's across from the
cool
ballpark.
rooftop. Yeah.
That was an awesome location. Yeah. But so one of the first ones, before then, so it ran for 5 years. The first 2 years it was at a place in the suburbs, and Haas was playing Chris Litzinger, and saying it was like a very similar thing. Like Litz was up 3 strokes going into 18, and I can picture the hole. I can't remember what course it is. I can clearly picture it, but it was one. Yeah, it's the same thing, And he was like one. At the time, those were arguably the 2 best players.
Mm-hmm.
And to watch like one of the best players.
Really good.
Yeah, he was sick. Yeah. And then he just gave away 3 strokes in the last hole. It was unbelievable. He didn't want to talk. Like he went. I remember he went out on the patio. He was smoking a cigarette, and he was just sitting there. And people, of course, were coming up to him, trying to, and he was just like putting his hand up, like,
yeah, you don't want to talk for a few minutes after that. Yeah.
So, how often are you playing Golden Tee these days? On average,
I usually hop into the bunker 6 days a week, but I don't play like I don't play like I used to, like 40, 50 a day. I'm like a 20 to 30 to 10 to 20 to 30 depending on the day. Like Fridays I'll play more, Saturdays I'll play more, Thursdays, like Monday, Tuesdays, either a day off or do a quick 10 to 12 pack. Now,
do y'all treat it like you're going to work, or do y'all go in and like, what's up, and hang out?
The latter.
Or is it just focus and play?
Well, I'm typically there by myself because I go during the day. Every once in a while, Chris Wengler will show up, mid-afternoon, but I'm only there for another hour or two when he's coming in. Will Sandstad will come in there on his lunch break from work, play for a half hour. Is he still playing? He plays he plays a lot of money shot closest to the pin. He doesn't play too many 18s. He's a stubborn son of a bitch, stout guy, and those balls don't play very well on these courses.
No, impossibly, I think.
He's starting to dabble in Cosmos, which is good for him. I think once he gets, because I mean he's played wind balls before. He's a good player.
Of course, yeah. Stouts aren't that old.
And once he gets used to them,
they're pretty old.
He'll get used to him. He'll be good again. But he would load up a game and he couldn't really compete that much because he's playing the wrong balls and he didn't want to switch. And because it's kind of a daunting task when all these guys are because honestly these days you really can't mess up a shot. You can't mess up anything and expect to get top 4. I mean, maybe you could shoot a 1-off on a harder course and get top 4, but not good.
How many machines are there?
Right now, let's see. We just took some out because our gameplay is way down. We have 5 now. We used to have 8 or 9 back when it was.
Oh wow!
Yeah, back in like 2018 or something like that. We had a ton of them, and a lot of times there was a lot of people in there. Al rarely plays anymore.
Really? Why?
Well, he's got a home edition, so.
Oh, that's right. He's always on Discord.
Yeah, he's got a full-time job too, so. He gets off work and typically just goes home and plays at home. With the Discord thing, like it's almost just like having them in the same room. They're all like on video chats and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's fun. I don't do it. I don't get to do it very often because within my time zone, it falls when they play is like right at the time when my wife and I like hang out for dinner and then watch our TV shows and stuff. So
Yeah.
and then by the time, like, if she's about to go to sleep and I want to stay up, they're done. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of
But
those Michigan guys are on East Coast time too.
yeah, yeah. It is fun though. It is fun. It's kind of surprising that more people aren't on it and doing it that have home machines. But
Well, I think Paul Taylor
it's
does it
cool.
from his commercial machine. He's
He
just got,
does, yeah.
yeah, which is kind of cool. Like that
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
he's an amazing streamer. I mean, not that I know anything about
Yeah, he
streaming, but
is. No, no, he's great on camera and he's engaging and he's not, shows you stuff and you can
yeah,
learn from him. It's the it's very well done. It's very professional
yeah,
and entertaining.
he's a more likable mouth. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Mouth is always good at, you know, dedicating his time to like teach newer players and less skilled players, you know, how to play better.
So does your wife, and remind me again, what's your wife's name?
Melanie.
Melanie. Is she, so when you're at tournaments, like, and you're doing well and you're on stream, does she watch, or your daughter? Like, are they supporters?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
if they're not out and about doing something, that every chance they can they'll watch. And
Awesome. Does she go to tournaments?
she's been to a couple. She's very, I would call her introverted. She doesn't love like big crowds where she doesn't know the majority of the people. You know, just through me and, you know, talking to her, and she's been to a few tournaments. She knows like quite a few people like that I am friends with, and she's met, you know, some of the wives and stuff like that. But it just it would be, she'd be very uncomfortable in like a tournament setting where she doesn't know 90% of the people.
Yeah.
It would just be
Oh,
like,
my wife would hate it for the
yeah,
exact same reason. Like,
which
she's so friendly around people she knows, but you put her around other people, and then
that's
she's just
exactly
like,
her.
yeah,
She's really quiet. She just doesn't, you know, initiate conversation. When you talk
yeah,
to her,
yeah.
I think she's very interesting.
Now, from what I've heard that the girls, the Golden Tee wives, they see these females and they go and then they suck them in and they get them drinking and stuff. But is she a drinker?
So she is. She does like to drink, but she likes to drink in her own house, where if she gets drunk, she doesn't make an idiot. Like she doesn't want to like.
Yeah,
She would not want to get real drunk in a Golden Tee setting, because she'd be
yeah,
like, I don't want to make an idiot of myself or anything like that. And she's like not a bad drunk by any means at all,
yeah,
but she would just be like apprehensive. Like we go to a lot of cheer stuff too, where she's like, I will not get drunk here because there's other cheer moms who I see get drunk and they make idiots of themselves, and I don't want that to be me.
yeah, yeah.
But she'll let her rip at home.
Nice. For Golden Tee, what's your favorite part of the game? And this isn't a multiple choice. These are just examples. Like, is it the actual like the love of the game itself, or the competition, or like the social aspect, or whatever however you can put it into words? Like, what is it that you like the most about this crazy
For me,
thing
it
that
would
we
be
do?
the social aspect. Like, you know, recently I said earlier, I play just by myself at the bunker a lot. That's no fun, man. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like when Will's there. I like when Al's there and CJ's there and Tony's there. It's fun to, you know, we don't play a lot of 2-player games really, where I play, but it's just good to have a guy next to you to talk to, even if it's just not really talking about anything important. And, you know, all the people that I've met throughout the years and gotten to be friends with, like, Paul and Steve B. I mean, just there's some dozens of them that I would have never met because they don't live by me. And these people are awesome. They're just good people.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
and I'm super happy because like I don't really have a lot of friends just around where I live. Like I've got some neighbors that I really like, but like I don't talk to anybody from high school. I didn't go to college, and these people have like really become my life in terms of
yeah, yeah,
friendships. And I might not talk to them very often, but they're really important to me in terms of like these are my friends, and everybody needs them. You got to have friends to
yeah,
talk to and stuff like that. Like Jeff Lannon,
yeah,
I talk to that guy just about every day. Just a great dude, and I don't see him that often. He doesn't go to many tournaments, and he lives in Illinois. But like, if he weren't around, if I didn't have him as a friend, it would be kind of a big loss to me because
yeah,
we
sure.
have similar interests. He's got a wife, he's got kids. We like sports, we like gambling, we like stuff like that. It's just a lot of good stuff to talk about with these people.
If God forbid, if the tour folded, um, you would still play. You would still play because of the. I'm assuming because of the friends that you have, like at the bunker and
Mm,
stuff like
y-
that. Like you wouldn't,
Yeah. I was just talking to Steve and Russ about that. Like how long do these guys got left?
right?
And Steve said whenever one of us wants to quit.
Yeah,
And Steve said that he's going to retire in X amount of years, like maybe I don't remember what he said, 8 years or 6 years or whatever. And he's like, "Well, I'd probably do this after I retired." And Paige, I think, would do it whenever. We came up with the fact that the only person they couldn't do it without is Russ, because Russ transports the machines and Steve ain't
yeah,
doing that. There's no
yeah.
way.
So you're going out to Vegas here in when did you say you're going? Sometime recently or soon? The
I'm
14th?
going a week from tomorrow, the 14th. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said you used to be a wild man in Vegas. You got any good Vegas stories?
I probably have quite a few. So one of the it's actually kind of a bad beat story. Uh I'm staying at the Palms, which is where the Golden Tee Worlds is now. But this was probably 20 2003-ish. Yeah, somewhere in the 2003 range. Staying at the Palms. I've got some buddies that are staying at the Bellagio, and I had never played craps before. I was like, "You got to play craps. You got to play craps." Well, the Bellagio, the smallest craps table was $100 on this particular night.
Yeah.
So there's nobody at the craps table, and my buddy is playing. He's got a lot of money, way more than I do, and he's just like crushing. So he's like, "You sure you don't want to get in?" So I've got like $3,000 to my name, not to my name,
Yeah.
to my person that night.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So I bought in for 2,000, which is way more. I mean, I probably had
Yeah.
7K to my name. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
My literal net worth. And I bought in and I won 10,000 playing craps. And
Shit.
I am drunk off my ass at this time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna take my 10K.
That's incredible.
Went
That
back,
usually doesn't happen.
took a cab back to the
Like
Palms.
quitting ahead.
Yeah. And it's like 6 a.m. at this time. And I'm like, I'm gonna get some McDonald's. I'm gonna go up to the room, eat that shit, and pass out. So I go to McDonald's, which is like their little food court or whatever, and they're closed from 6 a.m. to 6:30 for cleaning. I'm like pissed. Go back to the elevator. On the way to the elevator is the high stakes blackjack. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait till 6:30 until this McDonald's is open, and I blow 15,000 playing blackjack.
Oh God.
13,000, not 15, 13.
Yeah, because you only had 3,000 on you, and then you had 110, so you only had 13 to lose.
Yeah, blew it all. All because McDonald's. Had McDonald's been open,
fucking McDonald's.
To this day.
God damn it. Fuck McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What an idiot I am. Come on, man. Just go to bed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know that feeling, I mean, because I've been there, where you're like, okay, so I've just lost 5 of my 10 that I can get that back right now.
Oh. And of all things, blackjack is, I just don't love blackjack and never have. Why?
Yeah.
Just why?
Yeah. Tell the story that you were telling me about the slapping.
Oh, yes. This so this was actually at that Chicago tournament, and it was right around the Super Bowl, and we were, God, I wish I could remember the name of that bar, but I can't. So during the Super Bowl, they had these commercials where, you know how you fist bump? That's no good anymore.
Yeah.
The new thing is you smack the shit out of somebody across their face instead of a fist bump. So I was staying in a room with Thor, like we shared a hotel room, and the bar closed in Chicago, and we had like a 7:50 flight in the morning. It was disgusting. And we get back to the hotel, and we're in the lobby, and we start slapping the shit out of each other in the lobby. And the front desk lady is like, "You guys, stop it! No, stop it! I'm calling the police." But I mean, we're hitting each other hard at this point, because it's,
is it like at the same time, like a slap fight, or is it like a slap and then one person stands and takes it?
Correct. The latter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this lady was not having it. She thought we were like about to cause some trouble, and we're like, no, because we were laughing and stuff like that. It kind of hurt, I remember.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But we were smoking each other. Well, that sounded bad. But we were slapping the crap out of each other. So before this lady called the police, we decided to just go up to the room and go to bed. And man, that flight the next day, I mean, it's only like a 15-minute flight from Chicago to Minneapolis, but this is a rough one.
Did you say 15?
No, 50.
50. Well, that's still short.
I know. But the whole time I was trying to just not throw up on the plane. Not great. Crazy how the stuff we did when we were younger, you know?
Yeah. I thought for some reason, I thought you were going to tell me that was in Vegas, but
no, that was in Chicago.
Chicago was good.
Yeah.
My favorite Vegas story, I can't remember if I've told it in this podcast before. If you have, you can fast forward through this, because I'm going to tell it again. It actually didn't involve me, but I enjoyed this so much that I will retell it. So during the pool tournament, used to be at the Riviera back in the day, and one of my friends, or a few friends, were hanging out at the bar. This was in like late 90s or early 2000, or no, maybe like 2003ish, and it was when Moby was extremely popular. And so my buddy had a friend of his best friend from high school, lived in California, was out there in Vegas and was just there hanging out. He wasn't there for the pool tournament, but he was hanging out with all of them. And apparently he looked just like Moby. And he was like to the point, like a doppelganger. And he was like, he lived in LA, and he was like, I get stopped all the time. And so they got drunk, and there was like 8 of them. And they were like, let's see if we can get in the Ghost Bar at the Palms. And this is when the Ghost Bar was like the top club and the hardest to get into in the big lines. So they called him up, And it was like, yeah, we got Moby here, and we were thinking about coming to the Ghost Bar. Wondering if you could do anything for us. And they're like, well, where are you? We're like, at the Riviera. Like Moby be hanging out in the fucking Riviera. Yeah. So they sent a limo, the Palms limo, over and picked them all up, and they all had their roles to play. One of them played the bodyguard, and one played his manager, and one was blah blah blah. My friend played Moby's best friend from high school. He was like, it was easy for me because didn't that was my character, like that was real life character. I didn't have to act because this is my best friend. We're just pretending he's Moby. And so they pull up to the Palms. There's like the casino managers waiting for them. You've seen on the movies, they're escorting them in. There's a huge line from the casino to get up to the elevator. They walk them in front. They get up to the top. They've got two booths like roped off for them and bottles of liquor just waiting for them. And they were there for like 3 hours, and people are coming up and taking pictures with them and getting autographs. And then the guy that's playing the bodyguard, this guy comes up and was like, "Who's that?" And he was like, "Oh, that's Moby." And he was like, "No, it's not." And he was like, "Yeah, it is." And he's like, "Oh, really?" Because I have Moby's phone number on my cell phone, and I know he's in Europe right now. and then he like walked off, and then he goes over to the group and was like, "Guys, I think we just got busted." And then like before they even knew what was happening, like 8 bouncers from the Palms came up, and they're like ripping martinis out of their hands, and then like escorted them out. And then they like they get to the front door, and they're like, "If any of you step foot on here again, you'll be arrested for trespassing." Blah blah blah. And then the kicker of the story was the guy who busted them was Lance Bass.
No way.
From yeah. But the balls to pull that off, man, it's fucking crazy, awesome. Yeah. I wish I'd been a part of that. So we had chatted a little bit before we got on camera, and we were talking about IT and their path and what they do, and what's your thoughts? I mean, everyone that plays the game has some. I mean, everyone's always got critiques of everything, but
yeah, well, I do have kind of.
They put out a great product. They put out a great product, and without them,
I love Golden Tee.
I would never have met you. Yeah.
And shout out to them for putting out a great product. But I think some of the stuff that happens, like I feel, okay, we have to cut this part out because I have to properly word it, but I feel like some of the stuff that happens, like it's almost like they're fucking with us.
I was just gonna say, I feel like they're fucking with me. I'm like, are you fucking with me? Is there a hidden camera show?
You guys couldn't have messed this up again. There's no way.
Yeah. There's no way. No way. You couldn't have. This has got to be a joke on us.
Like it's supposed to be like the classic course is supposed to be Beals Creek, and it's Cypress Cove. All over social media, it's Beals Creek, but it's Cypress Cove. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like how did that slip through the cracks? Yeah.
But then, like 2 weeks later, it happens again. And I'm like, again? And then the release date for this scheduled thing is supposed to be, January 19th. January 19th, and like something completely different comes out, and you're like,
yeah,
what? Or it doesn't come out until January 24th, or I mean, there's just like numerous things to the point where I'm like, are you screwing with me? Like, is this a bit?
You went to the Masters, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been more than once.
No, just the one time. It was so this Al Jazz fella, the sun never stopped shining on that guy. He has won the opportunity to buy Masters tickets.
Yeah, the lottery.
Yeah, the lottery, which I've never won. I've been doing it for 20 years. Never won. He's won twice in like the last 5 or 6 years. But I can't give him too much crap about it because he took me this last one, and it was remarkable.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it a practice round or one of the real rounds?
It was a practice round, which I think if I could pick, that's what I would pick, because when the tournament starts, I want to be watching on TV. You can't really. Golf is not a great sport to watch in person.
No, it's not.
It's so cool to just see the course. It's kind of what everyone says. It's just like TV doesn't do it justice, and the slopes are way more severe than you can see on TV. I will say,
yeah,
it is a real pain in the ass to get to.
Is it?
Yeah, you got to fly into like Atlanta, and it's like 2+ hours to get there, the course. So, I mean, I think there is
fuck Augusta.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I did it, but it's a chore to get to, and like the hotels anywhere near Augusta, like it's
imagine.
like some absolute dive, and it's like $1,000 a night.
I'd like to go to the Masters just so I could have some of those $1.50 egg sandwiches.
Yeah,
that would be my jam.
I'm not an egg sandwich guy, but I had some pork sandwiches.
Yeah,
they're cheap.
Were they? Yeah, cheap. Was it good? Was it tasty?
Yeah. It was fine. It wasn't bad by any means, but
yeah,
for $1.50.
It wasn't a $20 one charged $1.50. It was a $5 one billed at $1.50.
Correct. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The question from our each time my previous guest asked a question, not knowing who the next guest is going to be. But so the last guest was Mark Gomez, and his guess, which is now towards you, and I'm kind of, this is the way he phrased it. I went back and rewatched it, so this is almost verbatim. He said, if you didn't have Golden Tee and this community in your life, what else would you be doing instead? So I guess that means kind of like what other passion? And I mean, you can answer that however you want. I'm assuming it means in addition to other things, like, poker wouldn't be one of your answers since you have already played a lot of poker. But it's a good question. That's a tough one. I don't know how to answer that myself.
I actually almost never play poker anymore. Probably twice a year, maybe. Well, I go on a lot of cruises and play poker on cruises. But okay, so what would my passion be? I've kind of gotten into like remodeling. Like I've just remodeled my daughter's bathroom, and like I replaced the countertops and the toilet and the tile and painted the trim. My wife and I do it together, and it's a good little.
That's awesome.
Like it's kind of cool because she's got, like, we redid our bathroom. We tore out a wall and redid our closet. She's got things that this is you, Melanie. This is what you do. So that's your job. And these are the things that I do. So we kind of both know, like she's the plumber. She's the electrician.
No kidding.
Yeah. I'm the demo guy. I'm the drywall guy. I'm the, put up the studs guy. I do the floors, stuff like that. I think I would do like investment properties probably, and make them from shitty to nice. That's probably what I would do. As far as competitiveness, no, I don't think I would really try to fill the competitive space. If Golden Tee went away, I would really try to find a way to figure out a way to get with the people that I really have grown to love throughout the Golden Tee life. I would try and find a way to like keep in contact with them, which I don't think would be very easy, because that's what brings everybody together.
Yeah, 100% right.
If Paul Luna, who I really like and I consider a friend, if there's no Golden Tee, like, what do we talk about? Like, how do we he lives across the country from me. How do I keep in contact with him?
Yeah.
Steve Beatty, same thing. I really like that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And it's just like, I don't know. I would really try to figure out a way to find something in common with those guys to either get myself into or try and get them into the things that I'm in, that I like.
Yeah. There you go. That's a great answer. So on the flip side, do you have a question for the next guest, whoever that might be?
Yes.
All right.
I did.
I don't need to write it down. I'll come back and watch it.
I don't love the question, but I racked my brain. I racked my brain for days. And I was like, that's a dumb question. Nah, that's a dumb question. Nah, that's a dumb question. Well, that's not a bad question, but it's dependent on who you get for your next guest. So it's going to be a Golden Tee player, I assume. What did I write down?
Oh, yes. Yes. This is, I don't know if have heard the name of this podcast or not, but yeah, Daddy likes talking Golden Tee. So yeah, I'll try to stick to that theme.
What is one thing you would add or eliminate from Golden Tee? Chisholm, I honestly am honored to be on your pod. I appreciate it. Man,
I'm so glad you came, man. Hell yeah. I bet you were actually one of a lot of the people who I've known for a long time, but really haven't hung out with. And then at Worlds a couple years ago, when a bunch of us, we went to dinner and then we went to go play.
Yeah, I remember that.
At that PTs and stuff. And we shot the shit for a few hours. And we're like, fuck yeah.
Good times.
I was like, man, he's so fucking great. Aww. Okay. So now it is time for the quick shot turbo seat. Okay. I imagine you have watched some episodes and you know what this is. Mm-hmm. So as a reminder, and for the folks at home, I'm going to list some names and you come up with either one word or one phrase. And it can be something funny or, derogative, or it can be something, it doesn't have to be.
I'm going to stink at this.
Sometimes that's what makes it even better.
Yeah. All right.
Then, so you just give the answer. And then after we do all the answers, then we'll go back and discuss. Andy Fox, you ready for the quick shot turbo seat?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Craig Kinsler.
DraftKings golf. Former DraftKings golfer. He doesn't really play anymore. That's kind of how we got.
No. Oh, hold on. We'll go back.
All right.
Yeah. Just the answers. Okay. Will Sandstead.
Walmart.
See, you're doing great already.
I always instantly think of another one right after I say the first thing.
Okay, well, go ahead. I'll put a slash. Walmart /
Great shot Jaeger bombs.
I'm trying to write so fast I won't be able to read it. Okay. All right. Ryan McCook.
Horny.
I hope he watches this. This one might be before your time. I hope not. But I think I saw him on your Facebook friends list. Brant Arrington, a.k.a. Oso.
I know who you're talking about. I played him when I thought I was really something, and turns out I was too big for my britches.
I'll just put small, but I don't know.
Do I need to make my answers shorter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a word or a phrase.
Above my pay grade.
Above, okay. I love that guy. I miss him. He's his character. He's so funny. Hey, great. All right. CJ Wengler.
Do I want to be nice or no? Flaky. Fuck him.
This is gonna be a great follow-up posting, because some people give answers that the description is just in the name, like there's no follow-up, which is fine, but this will be more interesting. Okay, Chris Thorberger. I always say Thorberger. I don't know, how do you say his last name?
Thorberger.
Okay, there you go. Him.
Machine.
Ramsey Thomas.
Oh man, that guy's hilarious.
I've got a great story.
Like what? How long can my answer be? Can I give a phrase from that I always say?
Well, yeah, but you can just do something narrow, like small, and then you can elaborate in the follow up.
Cross cutter.
Okay. uh, Steve Sobel.
Tilty.
Hmm. I always try to throw in someone who's not in the Golden Tee community. And I did the math to make sure you weren't outdated by this, and I think you were 21 at this reference. Gary Anderson, former Viking kicker.
Pricked us.
And the last one, Al Zurl. Not to be confused with Al Zarel, which I mistakenly call
Again, how mean do I want to be?
him.
He's a knife turner. He's a knife turner.
Turner.
Yeah.
Knife Turner. Andy Fox, you made it through the quick shot turbo seat. Ding, 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 ding. I need a bell. I need to fucking get my shit together. All right, let's go through the answers. First, we had Greg Kinsler, and you said DraftKings golfer.
So him and I used to text constantly, and I loved it because we always would text about, are we going to play this guy today? Are we going to play this other golfer this week on DraftKings? And he doesn't play anymore. He just, he's busy with I think his home business is kind of booming, and he's just doesn't have time to do the research. And I really miss him.
Nah. And so I
love that guy.
I played fantasy. Yeah, me too. He's awesome. I played a lot of fantasy football, but I'm not aware of how fantasy golf works. Is it very similar? I would imagine.
Well, DraftKings is like a 1 week only thing. So you pick, you have a certain salary cap, and you have to pick 6 golfers that fit within that salary cap. And each golfer is assigned a different salary based on their skill level. Like Scotty Scheffler is always like way the most expensive.
Yeah, you're like half your bankroll to buy him.
Yeah. And me and Greg used to talk about that all the time. Watch golf together, text 100 times a day. And now that he doesn't play and he's always so busy with work, I'm not blaming him for anything. I understand.
Yeah.
But
do you play golf?
Real golf?
Yeah.
I love to. Yeah, I am absolutely terrible though.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your definition? What's your handicap?
I don't know.
Or what are you shooting?
I'm like 105-ish.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Years ago, I used to play much more, and I was shooting in the mid 90s. But now, I mean, if I went out tomorrow, I'd be like, I'd be happy if I shot. 105. I'd be like, yeah, that's about what I expected. Yeah,
not too
it's
bad.
Fun. It infuriates me though, because I generally have good eye-hand coordination, so it infuriates me that I'm not better at it. Like, I don't understand. Just like not like missing the sweet spot. I hate like duffing balls. Like I can get like 2 pars in a row, and then the next hole I get a 10 because I duffed 3 shots, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah,
it's infuriating. Yeah, God. But watching those pro golfers in person, it's so different than watching it on television, and it's just they're so good. They just do. I just it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man. All right. Let's see. Next, we had Will Sandstead, and you said Walmart / Great Shot Jaeger bombs. Let's go with Walmart first, because that sounds very interesting to me.
Well, he works at Walmart, and I've never seen a person love their company more than this guy loves Walmart.
No shit.
My God, he loves it. Like it's.
I hope he's climbing up the ladder.
Like it's his child.
Now, is he in the like a storefront, or is he in a corporate office, or like what is he doing for Walmart?
He's a manager of some sort. I think it's he I believe is an assistant manager, but he says he doesn't want to move up. Like it's just he'd be too stressful for him.
Huh.
But he's worked there for like 25 years or something like that.
His boss. When I say his boss, I'd be like the boss's the tip top of the pyramid of the bosses owns the Broncos now, and they're going to build us a fucking huge stadium.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, in fact, they just found it's going through zoning and stuff, but it's going to be this mega. It's going to have a retractable roof, and they're zoning off a whole area. It's just outside of downtown. There's going to be other crap and blah, blah, blah. The latest, the greatest, but they're not asking for anything from the city. Like the Waltons are just, they're like, yeah, I'm just going to, this is pennies.
Yeah.
This most expensive thing in the NFL.
Well, that's cool that they're not asking for anything from the city. No tax dollars.
Yeah. The city, they are doing stuff, but I think they're doing all the work that's going to be surrounding it, because it's going to be a whole, like area of town that's, getting knocked down and rebuilt. But granted, it's a long way off, but that's his boss. Thanks. So thank you, Will. I appreciate it. And then let's see, you also said great shot Jaeger bombs.
Oh yeah, this was a terrible story. We one night, this is when we were youngsters, probably like 2007-ish. We were playing Golden Tee drunk one night, and we decided that we were going to do, anytime either one of us got great shot points,
God,
we had to do a Jaeger bomb.
Oh, dude. Every time?
Yeah, and it was, it quickly got,
you could have 6 shots in one round.
It was more than that. It was like,
yeah, if you both point 6 holes. Dude, you're getting up in the hospital like that.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Children.
It was so bad, Chisholm. After the first game, we switched to cherry bombs, and I don't know that we finished the second game.
That'll help.
We're like, we better switch to cherry bombs. This is not good.
Yeah, that'll.
And
let's slow it down.
I think we both left after like 14 holes of the second game. It was not good. How did we even come up with that either? I don't know.
Probably because you'd already had some Jaeger bombs in you. It sounds like something that was conceived when you were already drunk or heavily buzzed.
Yeah, I don't do shots really anymore. I will occasionally, but not. I don't. I'm just trying to stick with beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Beer's predictable. Yeah. Push light.
Okay, let's see. Next we had Ryan McCook, and you said horny.
Well, he the first Golden Tee tournament my wife ever went to, he was like kind of chatting her up a little bit, to the point where she was like slightly uncomfortable. And he's just always, it seems like he's always got that on his mind.
Yeah. He's a smooth talker, but in a good way too. Like I love hanging out with him. He's blast.
Fun. I've got no issues with him. I really like him.
Okay, let's see. CJ Wengler, you said flaky.
Yeah, we at the bunker, we always give him a hard time that he always is like, yeah, I'll be there by 1, and I'll give him credit. He's been better lately because we just absolutely hammer him about it. But for like 2 straight years, never once was he there by the time he says he's going to be. If at all. Like, I'll be there by 1, and it's like I'm leaving at 4:30 and he's still not there. Just never showed up. Never, no text, no nothing. It's probably a little harsh. He's not that bad, but
yeah. It's fun. I get made fun of for being, because I'm usually late to afternoons to play with Woody. I'll say I'll be there at 1:30, and I just invariably show up at 1:45. And so he is like, "You're just late to everything," and I'm like, "No, just to meet you for Golden Tee, and just this is what I do." CJ, he has at Worlds. He had a girlfriend with him. So is he still dating that same girl?
Yep.
Maybe that's why he doesn't show up, Because
Oh,
a
it
lot of
was.
times girlfriends and Golden Tee do not mix.
He's actually been better since he's been with this girl, as far as like timeliness.
Okay, well, that throws my theory out the window.
Debunked.
Okay, yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, Brant Arrington, Oso, and you said above my pay grade. I think you told. Well, I mean, you told us a story about how you played him, and then he beat you.
So I went to Las Vegas. I used to deal poker, and I dealt at the World Series of Poker long time ago.
Oh,
yeah, and I met a guy because I was playing Golden Tee. So like when I wasn't dealing, I would go to this local bar or what, like some PT's pub or whatever, and just play Golden Tee because I didn't know anybody there. I was just there to work, and when I was not working, I would go play Golden Tee and whatever, relax and have a beer or whatever. And I met this dude. I was pretty good. I wasn't very good. I was not as good as I thought I was. But you know, when you're kind of like improving incrementally, you think you're just awesome.
Absolutely.
And he's like, well, there's these other guys that play. I think it was called the Copper Keg.
I've heard of that.
I think that's where
I think they started with Golden Tee. Yeah.
So he gave me a ride there, and Tut and Oso were there. And
Tut.
I played these guys. I was like, I'll play you $50 a game. And he's like, okay. And he just wiped the floor with me. That was a good experience though. Put me back in my place a little bit.
He's such a cool dude. He's like, and it's if you haven't met him, you know, there's no reference, but I remember asking him, I said, so where did the nickname Oso come from? He just looks at me like it was like the perfect delivery, and I won't do it any justice, but he goes, because I'm oh so fabulous. It's so ridiculous, but the way he said it was like a comedian. It was fantastic. He was one of those guys that struck me as, and I witnessed it, someone who could just not play for a long time and then just show up and then play a course that he had never seen before and just shoot clean on it. And he did that to me. Like, this course had been out for like 2 months, and he had relatives that lived in Colorado, I think maybe in Denver or something. And so he was out, and I think it was the year the Alpine Run was there. I'm not positive on the course, but he was like, yeah, I haven't played Golden Tee in 6 months. And he was like, and so he had never played, and he was like, he just asked for he was like, oh, is there like a hidden, I would just save him time. I was like, oh, in this one, you go over here, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's the layup spot. It's like, all right. Yeah. And he just drinking beer and never seen the course before, just blind and shot a clean round. It's just like, what the fuck, dude?
As far as I know, that was my only ever experience with Oso.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw him at a tournament, or at least he was interacted with him.
Yeah, because when I met him, he was basically not playing anymore. But I know he was big on the or fairly big on the scene back in the day. I guess back in the 4 days. Oh yeah, when I first started playing, it was 4, and I would see all the names up on the screen, and I would see Oso, but I would see Tut and Sobe, Dean Liakakos. There's Adam Ashley. Yeah, I don't know. That's and I didn't know who any of those people were, and I was like, how are they shooting these scores? I don't understand. Yeah. Okay, next one. We got Thor, and you said something that I can't read.
Machine.
Begins with the M. Machine.
Yeah. The guy just never has a bad game. Like, I used to play with him all the time, and
it's unbelievable.
He would never, ever, ever have a bad game.
Yeah, like a one-off was a bad game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was just, and he just was a machine. Never messed up. And if he did, he would usually hole out to fix it.
Yeah, to make up for his mistake.
Yeah.
Hole out twice.
God, he was so good. So good.
Was who out of all the players that you've known, who would you say had the most innate talent at it? You know, like it wasn't from unbelievable amounts of practice. It was, I mean, for practice and playing, but also just had a ridiculous skill to be able to hit that trackball exactly as you envision, because that's a talent in its own.
I would probably say Thor.
Thor.
Yeah. Like he just, I don't really have the words to describe it. I know it sounds kind of corny, but the guy just never made a mistake. It was insane. I played with him. I played next to him all the time, and he just never mess up.
Yeah, I remember seeing his name used to be all over the leaderboards, and then what made him kind of just stop playing or not play as much?
So his aunt owned like a limousine company, and she, I believe, sold it to him. So I think it's his company now, or maybe he's a partial owner. Or I don't know. I don't know exactly all the details. I haven't spoken to him in quite a while. He lives like way across the city.
No, yeah. Okay, well, next we have Ramsey Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a lot of people don't know who he is that are watching this.
Ramsey.
You said cross-cutter.
Yeah. Ramsey was great, man. He was so fun to hang out with. He was just always in a good mood. And he would always say, "I cross-cut that." And I don't know, every time it was so funny. I don't know why. Like he didn't hit a great 180, so he was like, "I cross-cut that." He's the best, man.
For those who don't know, Ramsey is one of those guys like that definitely did not fit the Golden Tee mold of your stereotypical look of player. I mean, he was a black guy, and when I knew him, he usually had cornrows.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever saw him without cornrows. And I remember this story from Denver Open. I think it was the first year, and I remember I was playing in a group. We were just fucking around. It wasn't during the tournament. Ramsey was playing on one machine, and I might have been on that machine with him. I'm not positive. I think I was. And then Thor was on the machine next to us, and he was playing. And then like I asked Ramsey, I go, "So Ramsey, where are you from?" And because I really didn't know that many people when I organized that thing. I mean, I did, but just online. But so I was seeing a lot of people face to face for the first time. And so I was like, "Where are you from?" And he was like, "Oh, Minnesota." And Thor and Thor's hammered, and he just deadpans. He just like stops like in mid stroke and goes, "Ramsey, you're not from Minnesota. You're from Africa." And there was like just everyone, and there was a few other people, and there was just this awkward silence for like 5 seconds, and like no one moved. And I like looked at Ramsey, and he was just like, and then he just started busting out laughing, and then everyone laughed, and then later I asked Thor about it, and I was like, "Dude, that was so funny." I was like, "That was awkward." He goes, "Jesus." He was like, "I mean, we're friends and all, but we're not good enough friends to know if that was like," I had no idea. He goes, "As it came out, I was like, what the fuck did I just do?" And he goes, and then when he didn't start laughing immediately, I was like nervous. I was like, is he going to punch me? I have no idea what's about to happen right now.
I've seen Ramsey, like he's been, every time I've seen him, super happy, except for twice. When he flips, man, you don't want to be on the other end of
that. Okay, we have Steve Sobel. You said Tilty.
Yeah, because everyone kind of gives him a hard time, because when he's a little rude to people sometimes, like if someone comes up to the podium and asks him a question. But it wasn't until this most recent tournament where I've kind of, I mean, I sit next to him frequently and chat with him. Man, people ask him some dumb shit. Like, like he's trying to do something. He's about to call a match. And they're like, have I been called yet? When are you going to call me? When are you going to call my name? And he's like, just give me a second.
Yeah. That's one of his favorite lines. Just give me a second.
But yeah, I can see how that would irritate you if you were him. You're trying to run several
it's a thankless
tournaments.
job. Yeah. I mean, he has to treat everyone like children, because otherwise it would just they wouldn't leave him alone. It's like it's like tough parenting.
Him and I are very like-minded in just like the way we think and the things that irritate us and stuff like that. The more I get to know that guy, the more I like him. He's
dude, he's one of my favorites. I've known him for a long time because I know him from the pool world.
My absolute favorite thing in life is messing with people. I love it. I don't know why. It just gets my blood flowing. Like I love to play pranks on people. Some of them aren't that great, but some of them are great. I love to scare people. Yeah, I love to scare people too.
Yeah. Me too.
My daughter hates me. I'm constantly scaring her and messing with her. It's great.
I saw that video from the bunker. I don't know if it was a bunker, but like where Al was playing, and someone comes around the corner and goes, "Ah!" and he's like,
"Yes." That was fabulous. Yeah, that was Thor.
Gary Anderson, he said, pricked us. And for those watching that doesn't remember this or wasn't aware, Gary Anderson was the kicker for the Minnesota Vikings. He set the record that year for he didn't miss one field goal or an extra point. And then in the game to get to the Super Bowl, he missed a kick to put them up by 10 points.
That team was so sick too.
First miss.
I to this day remember exactly where I was.
Oh, I was heartbroken, and I wasn't even pulling for them. But I was also kind of relieved because
your Broncos were in the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, and we beat the Falcons, and I don't know if we would have beaten
y'all would have got smashed.
The Vikings.
Well, I don't know about that. The Broncos
it would have been
awesome.
a great game.
It would have been a sick game. Yeah,
Elway, that was Elway State. Yeah, it would have been sick. But man, that guy, I can't imagine after. That's brutal.
That team was so
That's
good.
funny how that shit. Yeah, who was a running back in those days? Was that Adrian?
That was Robert Smith.
Oh, Jesus. Good Lord. The lead singer of The Cure?
He was Robert Smith was good, man. He was awesome.
And who was your quarterback? Was that Cunningham?
I can't remember if it was Cunningham. I'm pretty sure it was Cunningham. Might have been Culpepper. I think it was Cunningham though.
Oh.
I got a bad memory.
God, it's a long time ago. That was pretty good though. You put out some good names. Let's see. And then the last one, Al Zurl. I can't read what I wrote. 2 words. One begins with a L. No, K. No, knife something.
Turn the knife. Yeah.
No, it's knife something. Knife
twister.
Well, yeah, something like that. I think it begins with an F. Knife.
Yeah. So there's about 100 things I could have said about Al. Some of them good, some of them probably too mean. He's a knife twister, and anytime you make the slightest mistake, whether it be Golden Tee related or not, he's going to remind you about it. Be like, hey, remember that time when you missed that putt? What happened with that putt? Did you whiff the truck?
That sounded just like him. That was the dead-on impersonation.
And it's just to twist the knife. Here's a story about Al.
Okay.
Several years ago, we're at the Dallas tournament in December. And, him and I have been friends for years. We always give each other a hard time. We're always twisting knives in each other, but it's all in good fun. And all of a sudden I look over and we're chatting and stuff like that. And all of a sudden he's crying. was like, Al, what the hell, man? What's going on? What's wrong? And she's like, he's drunk, of course. And he's like, you don't respect me. I think we're better friends than you think we are. Like, you're always just busting my balls about all this stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I thought that was just like kind of what we do. I didn't mean to I didn't think it was like hurtful or anything like that. So we came to an agreement that day that we're gonna like tone it down a notch. We're not gonna like twist knives and bust balls and stuff like that. And to this day, I have upheld my bargain. But do you know who hasn't?
Yeah.
Fucking Al.
Well, do you remember what it was that sent him over this mental edge?
No.
Damn it.
No, I don't.
Damn it.
It was probably something. It was probably a straw that broke the camel's back type of situation.
Someone recently, I can't remember who it was. And we were talking about Alan and they were like, yeah, I don't know Al that well, but if I didn't like him for a long time, I was like, what? And then it's like, well, the first time I met him, I showed up at this tournament and I didn't know anyone. And I had my own koozie and it was, I don't remember which team it was. Obviously, I don't know who. The Packers are the biggest rival, right? I don't know if, but I don't think it was a Packers one. It was some other team or something. He was like, and he came up and I brought my koozie with me into the bar and I'm drinking with it. And he walked up and he was like, that team fucking sucks. And he was like, oh, and he was like, what's your team? And he was like, Vikings. And he was like, oh, well, I think the Vikings suck. Haha. And he was like, no, your team fucking sucks and so do you. And he goes, and then he just grabbed my beer and koozie and went and threw him in the trash can and just walked off and never said anything. I was like, and I sort of laughed and he was like, dude, he was such a dick. I'm like, it's hysterical once you get to know him.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah. Love that guy.
Oh man. I think one of the last things that I'm going to talk about that people are curious. How's that swimming pool of yours? Because I remember when that puppy was being built. That was a fun follow.
So the swimming pool was fun to look at, in my opinion.
I've always wondered.
It's so like now
the pros and cons of having a swimming pool.
Well, we got it at a pretty good price. We got it like during COVID, and they were basically not giving them away, but they're way more expensive now. That was, I guess, what now, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
2020, 2026, 5.5 years ago.
This wasn't like a remodel in your closet. This isn't something you did yourself, is it? Like dug out the hole?
No, no, it's not. They put the pool in, but I dug the sprinkler system.
Oh shit!
With the shovel. That was
good lord. Dude.
That was painful grunt work.
Yeah,
the pool's good.
School.
It's getting to the point where it's going to be more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. I think it's been great, but
how often do you use it in the summertime?
Like get in it? Probably once a week, I would say. The kid does it.
Yeah.
Like she'll have friends over and they'll go swim, but I'd rather just like get in it or sit with my feet in it and just like I like the aesthetics of the pool more than the actual pool itself.
You said it's getting to be more work than it's worth. Do you mean that it is it requires more maintenance than it used to, or just that you're not using it as much or enjoying it as much?
A little bit of both. There hasn't been really that much bad that's gone wrong with it. The liner's getting a little bit faded and not as crisp looking as it once was. So I mean that's going to be something that we have to fix at some point.
The liner is the cover, or I don't know what the liner.
The liner is like pools. The walls of the pool. It's got like a rubberish looking liner that's typically blue.
I thought it was concrete. I thought they just put concrete in there. or
Oh,
tile.
in the
I
south,
don't
in
know.
the south, they probably do. Like, but here you have to have some shit that, when it freezes, doesn't.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So
because it turns into a giant ice cube. Because it's not heat. It's not. You
it
don't have it
turns.
heated, do you?
It turn. No, not in the winter. No, that'd be really
So
expensive.
just. Oh, but you drain it though, right?
No,
In the
no,
winter.
just
Oh, you just let it turn into an ice cube.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And
Man.
it's got an automatic cover, so you like press a button and the cover comes off.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
that'll have to be replaced. Nothing's had to be replaced yet, but we're coming up to where it's going to start being a real pain in the ass. Like actually towards the end of the year, the heater wasn't working very well. Like the pilot light kept going out and stuff like that.
You just said that it wasn't heated.
No,
You said it'd be too expensive.
not in the winter. You don't heat it throughout the winter. In the summer, we keep it at a certain temperature via a heater.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, what temperature do you keep it? Do you keep it where you're like, this is a heated pool, or is it just keep it to like normal swimming pool temperature, whatever that means?
87, 88, somewhere in there, depending on the temperature of the outside, Like if it's like 100 degrees out, we'll keep it at like 86 to try and just like or either that or we'll just turn the heater off and the natural climate will heat it to probably if it's 100, we'll probably turn the heater off. And it'll just be like hot just because it's hot outside.
Is it expensive to like for the chemicals and stuff you have to buy? I mean, I don't know shit about it. I don't know.
We
anything.
have ours is a saltwater pool, so the cost of that was kind of front loaded into the, we had to buy a salt cell and everything like that. And the salt, my wife knows more about this than I do. It like the salt transforms into chlorine through this salt cell, so it's basically like salt water, but it's chlorinated. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't really understand it either. But no, we don't have to add many chemicals to it unless it starts to like look funny, like if it gets cloudy or something like that. We might.
Do y'all have a hot tub also? Oh, you got to get a hot tub.
I've never been a hot tub.
So
I've never been a hot tub guy.
No?
Nah.
Like, because it's too hot, or are you afraid of the germs, or what's going on?
No, neither one really. I just never really been a hot tub guy.
Yeah, that's okay. You're still a good person. When you were talking about your wife, you're like, yeah, she knows about that. I'm like, dude, it sounds like your wife's badass. You said she's
a gang.
She knows that. She knows how to. She's the electrician and the plumber.
Yeah,
and she knows, and she mows the yard apparently because I saw that picture on Facebook.
She snow plows the driveway too. Yeah,
awesome.
I got it made, man. She's the best. I literally have it made. She's unbelievable. I struck gold.
Awesome.
It's good stuff.
Well, hopefully I'll maybe if we run into each other in Vegas, so I get to meet her.
Yeah, maybe if you're interested in playing poker at all.
I am, and I definitely am. The Wynn's my favorite place to play, but I will go to the Orleans.
Yeah, because I don't know that I could get away with leaving the property just in case I'm needed.
No, I wouldn't risk it. No, yeah. And I'm not going to be the the guy to drag you away. That's for sure.
I will throw you under the bus.
Terms at the first. Yeah, and I don't like that.
I'm blaming it on you.
Small. My bones cannot handle bus tires on top of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Andy, thanks so much for coming on, man. It's been a fucking blast.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been
absolutely.
I've really enjoyed it.
I won't see you in St. Louis, but I will see. Well, hopefully I'll see you in a couple of days. But as far as or a couple weeks or a week, whenever. But at the very least, see you in Vegas at the World Championships.
I'll be there.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And we will catch you down the road, and keep an eye out for the next episode coming out. Hit that subscribe and notification and that like button. All right, Andy. Be good, buddy.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, Jez. Bye-bye.
No worries. Peace out there, buddy.